evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm here with my dog, and today we want to talk to you guys about Umbrella Academy Season 2. So guys, let's talk about why Umbrella Academy Season 2 is a special season for many reasons. This season is just a lot of crazy things going on with time travel, and I'm going to give you the full plot, what the season's about, and give you more details in a minute. So guys, let's talk about Umbrella Academy Season 2. Also, wear my Tachi shirt. So, Umbrella Academy Season 2 is pretty much about what I picked up last season, where all the whole family members, call them the gang, they all pretty much went crazy. Not crazy, but they all held hands, and they all separated into the 60s, all different points in the 60s. So it was like all took place in 1963, where it's right before John F. Kennedy's death, if you will. You know what I mean? It was right around there, the time frame. It was right around there. All the characters went in different times, and they pretty much did. Pretty much they all had their own different story arcs before that. So now, since you know what the plot's pretty much about, it pretty much is trying to stop the apocalypse from happening again. Because every time they do a new time jump, there's apocalypse, which is kind of crazy. Apocalypse did not happen this season. Spoilers, people. Spoilers. I gotta tell you the spoilers in this video. Now let's talk about the characters with Augie. So the characters, I'm gonna start out first with it's Allison's side of the story. So Allison pretty much got married again with a new husband from the 60s. Unfortunately, I don't think we get to see her husband again in the series. But her husband is really important because they're during the segregation, and Allison is using, I heard a rumor, to help her get a meal at a restaurant. But then they're protesting a lot about like how African Americans are not allowed to do anything. So that's a big key moment for her. The best moment of Allison by far is when she literally was a savage, and she sat down at the bar stools at the restaurant demanding coffee, and like, I heard a rumor, you can serve me. That's like, they literally did it. All of them came at once like a military. It was crazy, boys. It was awesome. Allison's side of the story was like probably one of my favorites out of the whole thing. Let's see if I can chase Augie, but sorry, I'm running around here. But the whole thing was very cool. Allison is like really strong, nomadic woman. I just really like her a lot, and she's one of my favorite characters. I'm going to talk to you guys about is Luther. Luther, aka number 1, he is pretty cool. He was a boxer for the most part of season 2 of Umbrella Academy. I feel like Luther is really strong. The first thing he did when he traveled back to the 60s, he found his dad, and his dad didn't like him anymore, so he was angry about that, so he became a boxer, which is a little disappointing, because I like his boxer thing, but his whole powers at the finale, which I get in a little bit, because I had to finish the finale, which was excellent. I love the finale, but Luther is pretty strong, so yeah, that's about it about Luther. There's nothing really important that got revealed about Luther. He's pretty much about his old self, you know, nothing too important. Next up, let's talk about Diego. Diego is now in a mental hospital. That's where he opens up when he runs through the alleyway. He's in a mental hospital. Later on, he grew out his hair, and then he met the handler's daughter, which the handler was pretty big in the season. Not like that important in my opinion. Like, the handler is really important in the season, but like Diego's nice, not important. But he used them like here and there in the season, which I liked. Diego is a strong character, and don't get me wrong, like Diego is super talented. But one thing I did like about Diego this season, you don't really get to see much of him because the whole family kind of separated for the majority of season 2 of Umbrella Academy. They kind of separated. They had their own story arcs. There's a little bit of story arc when he joined the commission, which I like that. He watched the commission movie, and he got bored of it, so he left because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. It was kind of fun to see that. Now let's talk about Klaus. So Klaus is by far my favorite character in season 2 and season 1 because he's so funny. He's always a drunk guy and always high. I feel like the 60s literally screams Klaus. Do you know why I say he screams Klaus? This is my opinion why it screams Klaus. Klaus belongs in the 60s because he became a cult leader. Yep, he became a cult leader. And Klaus became the alleyway. He kind of manipulated his brain with Ben, and they had an infusion sometimes, but Ben helps him out, like, he picked him up, you know. It was fun to see him be a cult leader. His cult, it was hilarious to see him. He didn't want to do it. He's like always drunk, so he just wanted to do it. And he became kind of a hippie. And they said he was like a fraud, which was kind of funny. Like Ben told him, "You're a fraud." Like, it's true because he's not really a cult leader, but he doesn't want to do anything about the cult. But he loves all the attention, though. Every moment of the show, you see his attention span, and he just loves it. He loves every moment of being with that cult. And the funny thing about the cult is they all have hello, goodbye, like this on their hand. This probably says goodbye, and then the right hand says hello, which I thought was hilarious. I kind of want to get those on my palms, but I'm not like that big of a fan to get that handprint tattooed on me. So Klaus was hilarious. The whole transfusion with Ben was fun. One of the funny moments of Klaus this season is where they had the infusion, and then Klaus, so Ben took over Klaus's body, and Klaus was kind of having feelings, and he literally vomited Ben out of him. It was funny. It was super, super funny. I like that a lot. It was beginning because the whole season pretty much takes place. Let's talk about 5. So guys, 5 is in the season. You guys about is 5. So pretty much 5 when he visited the 60s. When he was the last person to enter because the whole group was separated. Like I said, it started in World War III, and he kind of saw Hazel. Hazel made him like time jump to the exact time where he can reunite his family, which he did. End up helping his family and kind of like talking to him about the apocalypse is coming. The world is ending in a couple days. You know, it's not the boy who cried wolf, obviously, but it was important to know the apocalypse was coming. So that's kind of the big spark in the season. I'm gonna play with my dog right now, and then I'll be talking to you more about 5 story. 5, guys, it's like really important because he's telling all his family that that it's really important to like get everybody reunited for the apocalypse, which he does end up reuniting his family, which I really like that aspect in the whole series. 5 is super funny. He killed one of the commission officers, the 12 councilmen, which I thought was hilarious. The fish guy died. The fish guy, the guy, robot thing. I really want to see the fish, but he doesn't talk anymore. I want to know who he is. The Fortnite fish head. I don't know. It's not Fish Sticks, obviously, from Fortnite. It's like it looks like a Fortnite character. I'm not really sure who the guy is. It is a really unique character, the fish guy from the commission. So 5 is hilarious. There's a lot. One of my favorite Luther scenes in 5. They traveled to Kennedy's assassination to stop his younger self. My favorite 5 moment from the season is where he obviously, you know how he drinks coffee a lot. He drinks coffee, not coffee. So he's having a beer, but he had a time travel. He had to put baby powder on because it's like 5 stations of seeing your doppelganger and time travel. Number 1 being, the first sign is denial. It's like a drug. It's like almost like a drug addiction, but it's not. It's like time travel addiction. So number 1 is being you have to pretty much deny everything and deny. Almost like everything. You deny about like everything you say. How much? Number 2, you're very gassy. Yeah, so like you fart a lot, and then you really. Number 2 is really itchy, and then you. Number 3 is you're really gassy, and then number 5, you're sweaty, and number 6, you have murderous thoughts. By having murderous thoughts, I mean, like, you know how 5 can be vicious when he murders people in the series, even not spoilers, but I like that a lot about 5. He's super funny. You gotta check out 5. He's one of my favorite characters. He's my second favorite character. Luther's number 3 for me. My favorite female character is obviously Allison. Let's talk briefly about the Handler. I do not want to spend a lot of time talking about the Handler because there's a lot going on. I don't want to spoil any of her plot twists for you guys because in the finale she's really useful. She's like a very like strong character. Learn about because she has a daughter and she's pretty much after 5. It's not having beef, you know. It's like 5 versus the handler and the commission. Like 5 does not want to be part of the commission, and then he wants to be part of the commission, which is kind of like confusing at times. If you haven't checked out that aspect of the show, it's on Netflix. But yeah, pretty much there is a little scene in the commission room where you see Cha-Cha's mask being taken away. I don't know if it's in storage or someone else is going to wear it. Maybe it's Cha-Cha going somewhere. I don't know if Cha-Cha's alive. I feel like Cha-Cha could be alive. But like she died, and later on in the season, season 1, she passed on, which is kind of like sad, you know. I kind of like Cha-Cha and Hazel. Hazel literally passed away at the Donut Lady, which is kind of sad. The whole commission scene is really cool. I don't want to spoil too much about all the characters. And now let's talk about Vanya Hargreaves. Vanya was super fun in the season. I really like Vanya. Vanya uses her powers again. It just was super cool to see Vanya. She lives with a family, and then she opens up that she's gay, which is like almost like Batwoman, you know. It's okay to like show your emotions, show your love, show what you mean in life. That's why I really appreciate her character. She's just a really special character, like Vanya Hargreaves. She uses her powers a lot. She really grew being who she is. When she was in the interrogation chamber, it kind of like started the spark of the apocalypse. But like she controlled it with her family, because Ben literally sacrificed his own life to go to heaven after taking care of Klaus for a long time. I was kind of disappointed that Ben's gone, but I'll talk to you guys at the very end of the video what's going to happen next, which I'm really excited for. So a lot of things going on with Vanya. I just like her living on a small farm. She doesn't really remember who she is and what she's doing in the apocalypse, not the apocalypse, in the 60s, which is really fun. The next character I want to talk to you guys about a little bit of Pongo. He is getting trained right now by Hargreaves. Hargreaves is an alien. He's from an alien planet. He's not from around here, which is pretty decent. It's pretty decent to see the person. It's really cool to see him, you know, Pongo. It's really cute. It's a baby. He's not talking a lot though. Oh, Diego literally met Mother, which later on became a robot, but I don't think Mother is around anymore, which is kind of disappointing. Which I wish we had more of the Mother scenes in the season, but we do not really get to see them. Nigel Hargreaves, he is kind of like a big part of the season. There's a lot of like things going on with that character. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he doesn't really want children, and that's what he brought up. That's why he doesn't have children at the very end of the season. Okay, guys, now I talked a lot about the characters. Now let's bring on one of the side characters that passed away from the Sweets. This is Ooga for Ooga. Those guys, they're almost like stormtroopers, but they're not stormtroopers. Like stormtroopers drunk. In my opinion, the stormtroopers drunk, but they kill each other and do like knife throwing games, and it was okay. Those guys are not my favorite. I don't know a lot about them. That's why I need to learn more who those guys are, because one of them joined the cult, Colossus cult, which is funny. So now let's pretty much talk about the finale, and then we'll be out of here, and then the very end of the whole season. It's almost like a battle of Infinity War. It was a lot of commission members. They're literally going everywhere, like firing the machine guns. There's like cranking guns all over the place. And then finally Lily, aka Diego's ex-girlfriend, because Diego's a girlfriend, obviously. Diego's girlfriend pretty much goes cranking, Diego's girlfriend pretty much cranking everyone's powers up. Like I heard a rumor they stopped breathing. She's like, ugh! And like Allison could have stopped breathing, and then a true love's kiss from Luther woke her, which is cool. They're pretty much trying to stop the sons from the farm, because something happened with one of the children on the farm, which is called Sissy, which I don't really spend time. I don't want to spoil her. She's important to the finale. She later on went to California. So the handler was a big thing about it. Handler literally killed everybody with a machine gun, but 5 stayed alive. 5 literally turned the time around, and by second, saved the kids. Saved his siblings, which I love that aspect. I love how the family grew throughout the series. How the family grew through the series was excellent. That's why I love the series so much. now let's talk about what happened at the very end. So at the very end of season 2 of the Umbrella Academy, it was called the Crow Academy. Huh, what a coincidence, I'm wearing a birds right now, crows on my Itachi t-shirt. The crows are in the series, which is kind of like unique. Well, not the crows, because he created this thing with Ben being the leader of this group that Nigel Hargraves came to, because when they went back home, they saw a big portrait of Ben sitting up there, and Ben died in 2006, obviously from suicide. Well, not really suicide, we learned that she died from a mission. And all the Crows people and people was like, who in the H is these people? And that's how the season ends. I'm like really hyped to find out who are these other people and how did they destroy the time period to come to this. There's a lot of like time jumps going throughout the time period, you know. He's kind of learned from the commission office how time works. I don't want to spoil a lot about the series, but it's out now on Netflix, so please check it out. Klaus's goal is probably the best part in the season too, and love all the characters. I love 5 the best. Like 5's really funny. A lot of funny 5 moments, a lot of funny character moments. It's just a lot of cool growing and acting moments through the characters. So at the end of the day, I'm giving this season a 10 out of 10. Better than the first one. I give the first season a 10. My favorite character, obviously, you all know, is not Luther. It's Klaus. Klaus is my favorite, boys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys do like Umbrella Academy. Peace.